Let's pop over to the casting.
Thank you.
God damn, dude. I'm tilted. Dude, I've been warming up my Pharah. This is the best my Pharah has been. Anyway.
I kind of assumed this was gonna happen. At first, for a second, I thought that they were gonna bench you, and then run me. And I'm like, all right, if they're gonna run me, they should at least be running you. But like, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because they prioritize Scout as the main tank. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the casting booth. It's your boy, True Moo, HLO, Takuya, whatever you want to call me. I'm back on the bench of AMDG Esports. This time, we're in the open division. So, I'll be casting from here, and I might be put in at some point. Or I might just have to cast the whole series. So, let's take a look. Of course, this is against not Baguettes, but Laguetts. I'm probably going to make the mistake most of the time here. Taking a look at the AMDG Esports side, we have pretty standard composition. Thon back on his classic Tempo Shatter pick, while we have Drifts on the Mercy, just gonna be kind of there. We also got Lunaris on his McCree. Lunaris swapping, really showing his pool this past tournament. Danny's on Tracer, kind of an interesting pick. And then Pierce, Pegasus, you know him, you love him, you hate him. He's on Mora. But here we have a pause already, so my casting job is done. And Thon is apologizing.
That was a good round.
Also, don't forget, I'm in the booth with my dude, Spider0700. If you ever watch my stream, you'll probably see him playing stuff with me. And it's looking like Danny is a broken. Oh yeah. Ready? R. Yes. XD. R. Great chat dialogue coming through here. It's already starting. It's looking like Yester's going left side while AMDG's just walking straight in. Winston coming in already. Down goes Drifts. Winston's really low here, but really it's just getting pushed back, and down goes Lunaris as well to the Tracer. We just got a nice view of his body there, but let's just look at this. They just got slaughtered on the start. I mean, I feel like a Pharah might be nice here, just saying. But enough about me being salty. Danny's already swapped to that Reaper pick, trying to be that tank buster against the Winston, but I mean, they got pushed back by one Winston. Sandwich is low on the Zarya, which I forgot to mention earlier. Nice pickup by Lunaris here as we swap over, taking a look at the healing situation. Mercy is getting really low, but they're picking. AMDG Esports is really turning it. Deadeye will pick up one. As we look at some of the other ults around, Pegasus has Coalescence and Reinhardt has Shatter. Thon's not doing his usual Tempo Shatter, and it's going to be a clean pickup by AMDG Esports. Of course, Lunaris really loving that spray. Let's move it on to a different person. Just some general little skirmishing here. Nice little pickup by Lunaris. There's gonna nerf this by Laguetts, and it's gonna pick up Thon. Tracer Maryland Knock is gonna pick up a healer and DPS and a tank, you know, because he just needs one of each. It's gonna be another clean wipe by Laguetts, and AMDG Esports is not gonna be able to hold the point right now. Looking at it, there was a few ults used there by Laguetts. I didn't really see any by AMDG Esports. So that could be good for AMDG Esports, but it might not be because AMDG Esports just doesn't have that. Actually, they have 4 ultimates, so they don't have all of them right now, but they have the Blossom, they have the Valk, they have the Shatter, they have the Coalescence. They need to do something here. As there's the Shatter, it's going to pick up. Death Blossom's also popped here, going to pick up the Genji here, and Diva will go down to Thon as Lunaris picks up a healer. Coalescence being popped, and I think that's a Valk being popped, so that's a lot being popped here. As we just look around. Winston also going to drop here, and it's all looking blue here, but here comes the counter Coalescence into late into the fight, but the Deadeye is going to pick up 3. That's a huge Deadeye by Lunaris coming in here. And Thon picking up 2, Danny picking up 1. That was very clean by MGG Esports. at the end there. Of course, it was an extended fight, so that you never really want to see that. Lunaris showing expert McCree here. Very necessary part of this roster. But you also have to look 49 to 94. There's a Graviton that's gonna really help AMDG Esports out here. But Drifts will drop. Nerf this, gonna take out Lunaris, and you just don't want to see that. As Death Blossom will pick up the Tracer and the Winston. Good, all things good here. Coalescence is up. We'll be curious to see if they use it. As it's going to be a pretty even trade here, but the Coalescence from Laguetts is coming out. So we'll have to see if AMDG Esports also drops theirs. But it's looking like they're not going to. They have the numbers advantage currently. And it's just going to be nice little pickups here and there. Apparently my review is restricted to 2 people. Hold up. But yeah, so we're just taking a look. Lunaris gonna get backed into a corner. We'll see if he gets out of here. And it's 99 to 94. Things are looking pretty good for AMDG Esports, as it's just gonna be nice little wipe here. Death Blossom picking up 2. Lunaris is down, so that's 1 DPS down. But another DPS for Laguetts will drop here. And in overtime, there's very little left you can do. Winston almost dropping here. And the Laguetts just fall off the map here, fall off the point. It's a nice, sweet, nice pickup here by AMDG Esports. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's looking pretty good right now. You know, going into it, I feel like everyone was a bit, you know, worried because most of the other team is in fact Grandmaster and Master, but they held their ground.
Okay, that's weird. I got locked into certain people, only being able to see certain people. So, we're going to try to get some actual gameplay from some of the other people other than Lunaris, because he was the only real player you saw there. A little bit of salt there as well. Here we go. Another round. They're running the same comp, except they're going to swap Sandwich onto Diva, which we're going to watch here for a sec. But I find this interesting. This is a very far-heavy map, although it's looking like neither team will utilize that Pharah pick. Now, it's just a general skirmish, kind of just everyone hitting everyone. No one's dropped yet, which you get. Oh, as I said it, Danny drops. One proves better Reaper. Sandwich gets pinned here as Thon will also drop. Drift's getting low. Drift drops. Lunaris drops. Pegasus drops. Everyone's dropping, but Drift does get the nice boop on the enemy Reinhardt. Sandwich is gone as well, and it's just they just got clean wiped there. It looked like it could go either way, and then it just everything fell apart. So we'll have to see how that changes as we go. As we just kind of sit here. Grouping up on the right side is AMDG Esports. That was Grimer and such. High noon coming out from Laguetts here as they're going to pick up Scott. Thon. Sandwich dropping pretty low here. Drifts has the sound barrier. They also have Deadeye and Coalescence on the side of AMDG Esports, but Danny gets picked once more, and they're not really going to act on this. Of course, their Reaper's kind of pulling a Nick here, where he's kind of sniping from that window, but it seems to be working out, and he's a higher rank than anyone else, anyone on AMDG Esports, so it's probably fine. Drift's pulling a patent, just jump around Lucio gameplay, as we kind of just keep moving in. I'm interested to see if they can push this point. It's already 60%. They're going in Coalescence by Laguetts, and Lunaris and Thon both dropping here. So it's going to be a pretty rough uphill battle. Sandwich is demacked here. Reaper doing work for Laguetts, as Drifts will also drop from their McCree. Their version of Thon, Reinhardt is what he's playing, is actually taking up Pierce there, and it's just another regrouping opportunity for AMDG Esports. This map's looking a lot worse than the last segment of the map, and AMDG Esports is going to need to use this final push. They have 3 ults. They have nerfed this, Coalescence, and hammered down. They are. High Noon comes out from Laguetts as the beat drop and the nerf this come out. Pegasus is going to pick up the pick on the enemy, Reinhardt. Death Blossom coming out from Tomasu, taking out Danny, but Sandwich will take him out. Lunaris taking out his counterpart, and it's all looking pretty good for AMDG Esports as we're starting to see blue all on the feed. And it will be a nice little wipe there coming out. It was really close though. Start of the fight kind of had me worried, as we watched Thon just kind of move back and forth and pretending he saw someone. Danny is on the Tracer now. I feel like that's important to note. He gave up on the idea of the Reaper mainly because they don't have that Winston again. That's a really early recall, and that's really dangerous for Danny as he now doesn't have it to recover at the start of the point, but he will get healed up. He's just kind of playing chicken with that. But Lunaris will pull another Deadeye and gets a double here. He's just really hard carrying this game here as Danny gets killed by McCree. Their enemy McCree will get the double kill on his Deadeye, and everything's red. Everyone's falling. Reaper takes out 2 tanks. Zarya takes out Lunaris. And they're pushing. They're trying to get there. Not Sandwich. Driss manages to speed boost to the doorway, not making it. However, Pegasus will make it. However, it's not looking like he can really do all that much here. He's not going to be able to stall that long. But the rest of the team does get there, and they have 2 tanks. Coalescence is up, which is important here because they might be able to utilize it to stall this out. But it's looking like stalling. That's all they're doing right now. And I stand corrected. Thon's going to take out the Mercy. Lunaris is going to take out the Reaper. Sandwich is going to take out one with the ult and one without the ult. Thon's going to actually finish off the team wipe. And everything looks alright for AMDG Esports, as they haven't fully lost this map yet. Of course, it'll be interesting to see what they do from here. They need to hold it now, and I think I just heard a Pharah. Maybe I didn't. Never mind. I'm just dumb. But I'm curious to see that there really aren't all that many hero swaps on the part of Laguetts. As it's going to be a skirmish up top here. Danny's going to get the pulse bomb. It's not going to get anyone, fortunately. Deadeye coming up. What's going to be big? Double high noon pops. Only going to pull one by Lunaris. Beat drop is utilized here. Fan the hammer, but Death Blossom's coming out from Laguetts, getting just sandwiched, so it's not a horrible loss here, but still, that is one that you don't want to lose. Lunaris drops here, Thon drops here, Pegasus drops here. There goes Danny, and they just can't hold it for that last portion of the map. Lunaris on the Junkrat, just kind of memeing, not going to get there, and actually he might. Never mind, he's not going to get there in time. That's Sandwich on the point, all alone. Just getting slaughtered. Driss trying to get there, but no one else can get there. And they came close, but they just couldn't hold it. So we're going to go to the 3rd round. Predictions going into the Spider?
I don't know, it could kind of go either way. I mean, both rounds, the other team has come out pretty strong, but they always seem to have a comeback. That last game they didn't quite have enough. So I'd say at this point it could go either way. It depends if they can actually, get a comeback or if they actually take it in the beginning.
Yep, that's pretty good analysis there. And just remember, you can always jump in. I know I am very intimidating of a person, and I just kind of talk a lot because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Viewers, yeah.
But you can always... Oh god, Danny is playing Pharah now. They're putting him, even though he was the one who wanted to play tank, on it. But this is a pretty useful pick here, and they're actually going to swap Drift to Mercy. So that will hopefully go their way. Laguetts is going by the hoverport thingy, and that's going to be a Flying Reaper. That's just entertaining to see. Reinhardt with the charge from up there. This team is coordinated. This team is dropping Danny and Drift as well. Lunaris will get one back. Thon's going to drop, however. Res coming out from enemy Mercy because they have that advantage. They can res because they have a Mercy alive. And it's just, whoo, smooth flashbang coming up from Lunaris here. But that's all it is. It's just a cool flashbang. And they're all gonna get wiped. Danny just gonna hover behind the doorway, just shooting some stuff, shooting some rockets. No ultimates up yet. It's pretty early on, but that's gonna be something to watch here, because that's gonna be how they really need to turn it. Sandy's gonna try to put something on this fire. He's really close to them, which is kind of an interesting use here. High Noon coming out from Laguetts, and that's gonna pick Drift. Like, that's a really important pick there, as they're also gonna then follow up with the Pharah, the McCree, and the Reinhardt. And there goes Sandwich, just gonna pop out there. But I feel like that was just a really important positioning mistake by Drifts there to get picked. Danny's going to swap to Genji and then to Junkrat, which is also interesting because he was at 98% on that rocket barrage, which I feel like could have done a lot of work here. Obviously, though, the big problem with that Pharah pick right now is the McCree of the enemy team is really good. They're going to see some pro gameplay coming out of Danny here. They're going to go flank left side as to oppose the right side pick there. Danny's going to drop low, but he's got the healing behind him. No one's going to drop yet, but it's just going to be pretty common play. There's a Reaper, Death Blossom, which is going to be mostly eaten up, but there's also a Coalescence and a Valk by Laguetts, and Nerf this will come out, not pick up anyone. Deadeye, Lunaris will pick up one on the Deadeye, Sandwich will pick up one, but Danny is down here. Rez comes out, and it's just a big team fight, and it's pretty even. However, Laguetts McCree is alive, and he's probably one of the best players here. He's the bane of AMDG eSports. Sandwich will not be able to close him out. And that's going to be a lost fight and a lost map. That was a really good map, I'd say. But I feel like there's a lot to be desired, especially on that third round, where they just couldn't deal with the enemy McCree. But no means was Lunaris doing bad on his McCree pick, but by the end, the enemy McCree was just simply stomping on AMDG eSports. Anything you'd like to add on that?
No, I'd say you covered it.
And as I said, don't forget, you can always hop in. You can always just like bring anything you see. If you see like big ultimates possibly coming up, maybe some team advantages, some of the numbers as you go, you can always add your input to it. Although you might be swapping in here. We'll see what.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll see what the changes are here, because if I swap back in, you'll get to see the gameplay from my point on, because it is my stream. However,
it is really.
If I'm still stuck on the casting bench, I will be casting. It's just a matter of who I cast with. And let's see what happens. King Zero for our pick. It's Escort. Yes, King Zero is Escort.
Congratulations, astute observation.
Oh wait, no, it's hybrid.
Oh yeah, it is.
So.
Also, you didn't change your icon.
Of course I didn't change my icon.
Do you not have it?
No, I have it. Actually, I don't know. I haven't played AMDG
I'd
eSpor.
say this is your Smurf, so that's why I say do you have it.
Change Lance and Jint. Lance Nasty being subbed in for Laguetts here. Let's take a look at this player who's just coming in here. He's a diamond player who peaked at Masters this season, so he's already better than everyone we know. He plays mainly healer here as Jint. Let's take a look at him, mainly because, you know, we just like to see some of these players that are moving around. Another diamond that peaked at Masters this season who plays tank. So it's interesting that they're going to drop out a tank main for a support main, but we'll see what they do. Junkertown is indeed an escort map, so we're going to see if they, you know, just swap some people around, see what the subs are. I'm just going to ask for subbing.
The answer is probably no, since Scotch has to be ready.
feel like we might really get used to the spectators.
I am perfectly fine with that.
And like part of me is fine with that. I would like some game time. I know me and Scott were talking earlier, and I think the big goal of the season for AMDG eSport is to beat Shanghai Dragons. And to do that, we just need one win right now.
What do you mean beat Shanghai Dragons?
Shanghai only has one. Actually, Shanghai doesn't have any wins.
Do they not?
So if we get a win first, we beat Shanghai Dragons. If they get a win, we just got to get 2 wins.
So the Shanghai Dragons are in the open division?
No, Shanghai Dragons are actual. I'm just saying.
Oh. I'm like, they're in open division? That's so weird.
Alright, so they said they're doing some subbings, which what that means could mean anything, but hopefully what that means is they put me in because Junkertown is a viable May defense map. And also I just really like Bastion Cups.
I might also just say doing some subbing because saying maybe doing some subbing is too hard.
Oh, you're in for
I'm in for
Scott.
Scott.
That's an interesting swap there.
We join them then.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'm still here on the bench, but Spider will be popping in for that spot with Thon. And actually I will be popping in for Drift, so let's pop into there.
No.
Alright, are we actually pulling these swaps?
Yeah. Hold on, let me look. Let's see.
Put on the right icon. Come on,
Nick, you're
Nick.
different.
Alright, guys.
That's the only requirement.
Guys. I don't know if you guys will agree with me on this, but I might have to add Drew on Sombra.
Wait, hold up. I don't have Mama's Pig on this account.
God, alright, listen now.
You're throwing!
Wait, no, wait. They all put on dragons.
Yeah, put it on a team. Put it on one team.
We put Dallas and Dragons.
Okay, guys, stop. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I want to move to your channel.
Wait, hold on, wait.
I'm just
I
not
just
gonna
thought-
say anything.
Okay,
So we gotta run a widow and like maybe a junk.
And a May.
defense first.
Just tell me what I'm playing, dudes.
Start? It didn't start. Did it start?
Yeah, we're at.
That's what the countdown is.
Do we want... I was gonna say Sombra on attack.
Well, like the standard DPS on here is
Yeah.
widow and like junkrat.
That's
On,
attack.
but May is viable.
But widow's on defense too.
Widow's on defense.
But
We
don't have to run that. We can run. but-
McCree Junkrat. We'll have. I'll play Reinhardt. Actually, no. Wait, Spider. Can you play Reinhardt?
Yeah.
Wait. No, hold on. Wait. What am I saying? Spider, play Diva. I'll play Reinhardt. You play healer.
What am I playing?
You play Junkrat if you can.
Okay, anyone can play Junkrat.
That's pretty true.
I would-
If you, do you want to play main hero? I'll play.
I would like to point out, for future reference, May is a viable first point defender here.
May is very. Actually, May is really strong right now. I'll agree.
I'll agree.
Widow's gonna be really strong.
Wait, where's he? I get. No, wait. I don't even know.
Put the trap right here.
What do you guys want Ana?
Wait, right where?
What do you want for? Do you want a Zen or an Ana?
Then we need defensive ult.
Are we holding this corner right here?
I'm not even going to do the normal Junkrat strat, I'm just going to confuse them.
Stay around the corner. Don't get picked.
If you have trouble as Junkrat, play Roadhog so we triple sync.
Okay.
Were they running?
I think they're playing dive.
Trap someone on the by the stairs.
Widow back in. Play this corner. Play this corner.
Get in behind. Get in behind.
Get in the building. And we're gonna go after him.
Holy shit. Okay,
Ready?
Oh, we're being yanked out.
Go.
Bastion down, Bastion low. I don't know if he's down.
Sorry,
play Tracer.
He's down. He got res though.
Okay,
I'm dead, yeah. I was trapped in the room behind. If they... I don't know, we'll see.
We're running solo here.
Yeah, they are.
No, that's the usual here for that Bastion comp.
Mercy. Yeah, we can contest it.
Alright, that way is annoying as
Oh
hell.
my gosh, why can I just go?
Go down.
Bastion 1, Bastion. Oh, no, he's getting pocketed.
Widow's up here.
Nick, go after you ult. Actually, we'll use your ult. Don't use your ult. Don't use your ult yet.
Yeah, Widow's still up there, top.
Group up. We'll use this tire to get. We'll get the mercy. Don't get. Yeah, we'll get the mercy. Don't go Bastion.
If they stick on the Bastion comp, I can go mid to Wander.
Well, make sure we get out the bubble.
Genji by himself on large.
Timmy,
Nice. Okay.
Should I be going for the ult now?
I pull down. Use it. Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out.
I'm getting shredded.
It just got shredded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shatter here. I'm gonna shatter here. Ready?
you get behind.
I got 3.
I'm
I got
down.
3 in their back line.
Everyone go.
Their Widow is behind.
I'm swapping Hug. Make sure you dive the Widow spider.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of the Widow.
I have full spawn up.
I should set up.
Alright, we are getting staggered.
We're coming back. Yeah, just back up, guys.
Yeah, we need to regroup.
This is the part where
Back out, guys. Back up. Don't D-Mac. Don't get D-Mac.
No, I was heading over here.
Walls are up.
Widow, he's down. Save your hook. I'll tell you when to hook. Do you have hook now?
3, 2, I have Hook.
Oh, heal Diva.
Watch the Widow up top still.
You're gonna res though.
I have a self-destruct to take care of the Bastion once I get remacked.
Widow top.
Widow's above.
I don't know what to do yet. Don't get D-Mac.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone.
Save your defense matrix. Are you ready?
No, that's got to
Wait,
That's what's called getting rolled.
did they finish it?
Yes, they did.
I thought the point was further.
Nope,
No.
it's right there.
We can try the same thing, but or
We should probably try the same thing.
no, we're not. No. We're gonna do
We have
no Brigitte. So Dylan, you go Widow. We have. I'd say we try to run double healer.
We didn't disable Vegeta.
What?
What am I running?
So what are we doing? What are we running? What are we running? Dan?
What are we running?
Someone, so Spider Orisa.
Alright.
I got a Junkrat.
Here's Mercy. Do we want to double shield this?
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Just yell something at me.
What else? What else did they have?
Just yellow
They had
roll.
Genji, and then they had a. I think that they had another tank.
Yeah, they had Zarya Genji.
Sorry again.
So someone play Roadhog.
Wow.
Roadhog and Sombra.
Wait, you want me to run Sombra?
Yeah, let Drew run Sombra.
Uh-huh.
and Roadhog. We're gonna
Why were you on Genji?
Watch out for.
Drop. Is that a back?
I'll hack it, I'll hack
No,
it.
that's a... No, put your shield on point, so I can
Yeah.
stay on it.
Oh, hey guys, they have a May. They have a May. They're around the corner.
Why couldn't I run May?
Well, you see Nick.
I'm probably a better May. That's the only thing I'd be better than them at. Excuse me.
Oh my.
This is not gonna work.
Not wrong.
You think Sombra's worst game?
Uh,
I-
we're also too calm. I don't know.
Do we want to dive this?
Let's play dive.
I'll swap Winston. No, I won't.
Swap D.Va or just stay on the Orisa?
Alright, you play Winston then. You play Winston.
Yeah, that's better. I'd rather have me on that.
Spider, go D.Va.
Okay.
Oh, Fire's gonna burst through. You res me?
May's on the right side, left side. I know directions.
Nice job, Nick.
Over here.
Oh, Junker on one. Oh, you got healed.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you know?
You gotta heal. May behind, May left.
There,
May dive, May. Dive, May.
Is that ours? No, that's not ours.
No, that's nice.
No, that was very much not ours.
No, that wasn't.
Did someone say it was ours?
Yeah.
Oh.
No one said it.
Really did not.
It was a question.
I got Junk. Junk dead.
They have.
Can we push her up? Hello? Push up?
Yep.
Coming back.
We're all next to you.
Mercy's trying to res. She did it.
Oh my, I got pushed back into it.
Oh, why'd you fall? We're all dead.
Back up. Oh, I'm dead.
Alright, I have to tie her up.
Oh, just back up. 'Cause oh, hey, the May finally hit a shot. I'm so proud of them.
Watch it from jump spam.
Yep. Are we diving this now?
Can we dive down so I can ult?
Tire?
Where is he?
He's in the back line.
What part of the back line?
Tire Zen.
Where?
He's in the back line.
Just be sneaky about it. Don't be stupid.
Stealth with the stealth rat.
I got the jump back.
Alright, well, you gotta do rat.
Dive Zen.
Dive in. Oh. Dive in, everyone dive in.
Orisa
Oh,
alone.
Orisa. Try kill that.
Bongo's down. Bongo's broken. Diving Zen.
May.
May on point.
May is half. Orisa's trying to peek.
Mercy down. I need healing. Thank you.
Use the payload. It's the best healer.
Yeah, no, I'm using the healer and the Lucio.
Dive to the line, they're not gonna do it.
Back at scatter.
It's fine, this is our spawn.
No, Nick. None of us are playing Hanzo. Zen in the top right window.
Can't we play? Isn't Hanzo broken right now?
It's Hanzo still has scatter on the live. I thought.
I don't. And he has the scatter buff and the speed buff.
Oh, so what I'm hearing is I should play it because it's basically May.
Totally.
You made an argument for every single character being like.
I have Blade again pretty much.
I have.
I'm out.
Self-destruct.
Goodbye.
I'm about to get through.
Just back out. Wait for it to end. I have roar.
Fuck.
That's a really risky res, dude. Oh no, this wall is closed.
Yes, it is.
Are you behind them?
Alright.
Just hide. Oh, you
That's my bad. I thought that was still an open doorway. My bad.
No, it closes.
I've realized.
Tire Zen.
All right, I have primal.
Here, Nick, over here.
Or at least tire the Mercy.
They trapped that entrance. They trapped where D.Va is.
They trapped it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan, do not just.
Did you trigger it?
I didn't know what entrance. I thought you meant the bottom entrance.
What was that?
In his defense, I didn't see D.Va either.
She was there for most of it.
Rude. I'm just gonna go under.
Howard.
So should we just try the front?
Oh, May's by herself.
I think I'm behind you.
They're in front of me.
I'm aware.
Alright, get ready to dive, guys. Get ready.
I'm down. I thought we were moving.
We're diving in. We're diving now. We're diving now.
You trap behind?
Send down.
Yeah, it's a group up again.
Are we gonna go in or no?
Yo, you need to go in together.
Alright, we're going in.
Are we on top?
Yeah, they're all top, so...
3, 2, 1, dive in.
Woo!
Everyone.
I got trapped in all of this.
I got body blocked.
And I'm frozen. Yeah, that.
That May actually did that super well. The isolation wall was, like, super damn good. 4...
This May.
Prop.
Trips got off.
Jump low, jump for 1.
Look at that mercy.
What? I'm on it.
Oh, you just walk there.
Play of the game.
Gotta say.
Oh well.
Put it on better, but alright.
This was just dirty. That was dirty. Like, other than that, I feel like that May did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but that one play that she had ruined us.
Okay.
Well, I gotta fix my headphone wires. They're my headset wires. It's under my chair.
So it's our map pick for what is it? Control X or
It's assault.
It's assault. Hanamura of Vizcaya.
There's
One of
Scott, can you invite me?
hold on.
Get off. Like,
My dad reset the internet.
I can't invite people. Hold on. I can't invite people. Right now.
May.
Hold on. Let me just test one thing. I can't invite people.
Oh, you did it. Jesus.
And now I can. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're not team specific. Make sure.
What map guys? What's guy or Hanamura?
Go.
Hanamura?
I know. I'm just wondering.
Honestly, I'd rather do Hanamura.
What's our job?
Can we have the same as first map?
Oh.
I say we quad tank Hanamura.
Quad tank, alright.
So we're on attack first. It's gonna be.
Hot tank, baby.
It's all me and Pegasus.
They asked what map we were choosing.
Alright, Drift, you ready?
Swap. No. Yeah, swap.
Swap me.
No, swap digits for the system move.
Swap drift for Cody.
Just better.
Quad tank.
They need a bathroom break anyway.
Oh, this guy has a good laughter too.
Alright, yeah, me too. Be right back.
We all.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Good.
I'm gonna use the last one.
How dare you?
I actually have a whole.
So we're running the same comp from first, same people from first map.
Yeah, probably we're probably gonna run quad tank.
Alright. Fuck this shit, dude. Legitimately the only reason. Okay, actually, I really shouldn't be doing this on stream. Oh well. Just away from keyboard. There you go. Does this still have my audio? Oh, whatever. This is annoying.
I'll be back when I get something to eat.
Okay. We'll be here, sitting in the casting booth.
Yes, casting booth.
Dude, I was literally told I'm playing Control and Assault. Instead, the only map I play is Escort. And picks I was not told I'm playing. Alright, oh,
Traveling to Hanamura.
I gotta fix stream. Okay, we back. That is not who that is. Hold up. I definitely spelled that wrong. Oh well, so let's fix that again. It's on the screen.
Traveling to Hanamura.
Alright. So, we back in the casting booth. We had to fix some stuff. Yeah, so we're on Hanamura. It'll be interesting to see what they run. Just kidding. Everyone knows what we're gonna run. We're gonna run quad tank. That's what we always run. And yeah. So we just waiting for the match to start. Watch some of the stuff pop up. Nice little intro. Let's see if they actually break out all of the video gaming things in the arcade, because they always do. Team comp wise, we have Thon back on his Reinhardt. Danny will be on Hog. Interesting choice there. Lunaris on Sim. I'm assuming that's gonna change. Drifts is on the Lucio. Pegasus on the Moira. Sandwich on the Diva. So I'm thinking that Lunaris is gonna swap to Zarya, and we're gonna have the OG comp, where the only change is we now have Sandwich on Diva instead of Danny, and Danny on Hog. Or they might just not run. They might just not run quad tank like they were playing, or they might. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Lunaris is gonna actually pick up the. Okay, there he goes. He is picking up the Zarya. So we're gonna watch from his point of view for a little bit. It's just gonna be opening push through the doorway, dropping the spray. No one's dead yet. And they're actually going to be super aggressive with this push, but that's going to cost Lunaris his life. So we're gonna keep watching. They're going to get the counter pick onto the other Reinhardt. Humanoid's going to drop. But the Mercy is going to let Laguetts res here, which is very important. Danny's down. Sandwich is down. Thon is down. Pegasus is down. Dash through Lucio. And we're back to square one. There we go. That's the term I wanted. Now we're gonna just sit here. They're gonna regroup. And we're gonna take checks of some of this. Coalescence already, yep, pretty standard. That was good. But that's gonna be Earth Shatter. Sandwich with the clutch save though. Not gonna pull any kills out of it. Danny's still gonna drop. Pegasus is gonna drop to the Dragon Blade here. Lunaris will drop to the Genji as well, with Thon dropping to the McCree. Mind you, it's important to note that the Genji from this game is the McCree from first game, who was just tearing apart AMDG eSports. So, Sandwich drops late. They're a bit staggered. They're going to wait for him to respawn, regroup. Danny's going to take a lot of damage here, but he has the healing behind him. But that is going to use up some of the Moira's heal, which is just, I don't know, that seems a little harsh. Danny critical again, just eating damage at this point. Sound Barrier is up along with the whole hog. Sound Barrier is going to drop in response to the Graviton but the Blade is going to still take out two with the Mercier AFK picking out the Lunaris and Pegasus. So they're gonna head back to spawn, heal up, regroup. Pretty standard stuff here coming out of AMDG eSports, but they're just really not breaking this point. And they're not swapping comps, which is interesting, because I feel like they really should. It's not working right now. But it might, so you never know. I feel like part of it is just sloppy gameplay coming out of AMDG eSports. Nerf this isn't going to pull any, but the huge fatty shatty there is going to result in Thon picking up 2 and Danny picking up 1 with the help. Valk's popping out of Laguetts here. And a res coming out, but it's going to be cancelled by Danny. High Noon coming out, but he's not going to get anything because Danny is just a monster. There's the Dragon Blade, and Danny just shutting down people. This is disgusting. But yeah, they break through. Team count wise, I guess it was fine. There are no tank busters, but that is Lance Nasty switching to the Reaper. So we're going to see if they swap it. Danny's at 98% on his ult. The rest of the ults are pretty much somewhat recently used. Graviton's back up, so they're gonna have 2 ults just walking onto this point. And just in general, Drifts almost has Sound Barrier. They're gonna be caught surprised from above. That's gonna be a Graviton that's not really gonna do anything. Coalescence is not Coalescence. Transcendence is popped though. However, Pegasus, Danny are gonna drop. Thon's gonna pick up Humanoid and Mirror Knox, the Junkrat, who is the kind of hard carry from the Lance. But Lance Nasty is going to clean up 2 more picks. The Mercy will res another for Laguetts, and it's just going to be another push. So swaps coming out. I don't know what happened to the music there. Swaps coming out though. Lunaris will swap to the McCree. Danny will swap to the Tracer. Everything else stays about the same. We're just going to see push top right side push, except for Lunaris, and Lunaris is going to catch up. Thon's getting really low, and Thon's just going to drop to that Reaper. Nerf this is up, so Diva Bomb might be a factor here. But Sandwich is going to just actually abandon his team instead of eating that up. Kind of bold move there, and Death Blossom, though doesn't get anyone, leads to an easy fight. Drifts, however, does pull 1 on the trade, but it's not going to be enough. They're just going to back up. Looking at ults again, they do have the Sound Barrier. They're just going to regroup. They have Diva Bomb. They have Shatter. They have Coalescence. They almost have Pulse Bomb, and Deadeye's going to clean up, ideally, if they get a good fight here. They're not going to actually go after that Zen who's just standing there, which is I don't know. Seems like a bold move coming out here. Thon is going to get popped a little, but he will stay up. Just in general, they're going to rush it in. There is the sound barrier, but there is the Riptire, Dragon Blade, Graviton. Everything comes out from everyone. Actually, really just Laguetts, because two ults coming out of AMDG. And now it's just going to get some poke damage, making sure not to get caught, and they're just going to back off again. They're going to try another point. Lunaris will have Deadeye for next fight. Unfortunately, he will get picked out pretty far ahead, so they're going to have to wait for him if they want to really get anything done here for a push. So it'll be interesting to see here. Of course, good guy Driss is going to give him the taxi. Nope, he's going to swap to Mercy. So, just trying to match Laguetts a little bit here with those reses. And comp-wise, they've started to move similar. The Zen pick obviously is a little bit more impactful currently because of the skill of this Zenyatta getting a lot of those picks here. But then other than that, it's pretty similar comps. DPS differ slightly. That's another Dragon Blade. Lunaris is gonna pick one here, but Dragon Blade's gonna pull two, and he's gonna drop. So they're gonna have to just regroup, respawn. Minute 20 left in this attack. We'll see how far they get. Then they'll have to defend. So they're really gonna have to hope to get this here. So yeah, as I said, they have Deta, but that's it for now. We'll see how much work they get done on these next couple pushes, but I'm not really imagining that they're gonna see all that many more ults unless they really get a good push here. So we're gonna watch Lunaris here as he goes up. Lunaris is kind of pushed out forward in this, going ahead of Thon a little bit there, but he gets out fine. It's gonna be a trade, the Mirror for Danny, and Danny's gonna get rezzed. Mercy going in for the ballsy res is not gonna pay off. And Lunaris is gonna just get a lot of picks, but the deflect, ooh, you hate to see that. No DPS for AMDG here, both come back. Actually, Danny's gonna be back. High Noon coming out, pulling two for Mirror, and he's just tearing up people apart with the McCree again. Something we saw on Oasis, something we saw on Oasis, and something we're gonna see again here. Lunaris just gonna lose to the deflects, and like, yeah, that's it. It's gonna be another. Just gonna jump off the map, try to clear themselves of that. And it's also important to note that Tomasu came out. He played both rounds beforehand. I'm gonna just take a quick look at who he is. He's a Genji main, so it's kind of interesting to see them swapping up their DPS on Laguetts' side, while on AMDG eSports they're gonna go back to the squad that played on Oasis, pulling some of the more quote-unquote carry picks, keeping Lunaris on. Lunaris obviously kind of the star DPS right now. He's putting in a lot of work. Daniello, who usually we see him hard carrying, but his performance has been kind of mediocre for him. But in general, decent. Sandwich is going to be playing tank, and Danny's pulling out the Mei. I'm going to take a break from casting. I don't really want to. There we go. Just watch some gameplay. I'll be right back for the casting. So we're gonna get a little cast-free gameplay here as AMDG eSports sets up with an interesting comp, running the Mei as DPS technically, but the Sandwich will be on that. Lunaris getting a little boost, and setup's happening. I'll be right back. So we're going to have a little cast-free gameplay watching Daniello on the Mei pick. Alright, so your caster is back. We're checking in. It's looking like AMDG eSports already given up first point, so some swaps gonna be coming in potentially. Guess not. They're all just gonna try to reset for second point. They all know they lost first point. Of course, Lance Nasty putting in some work in. Mercy or AFK just been a really strong Zen in this matchup, and Mirrell Knox is actually playing the Widow here, so it's just pretty strong showing by Laguetts here. Humanoid left the game, so here's going to be a pause. We're going to see what happens. So yeah, we get this glorious sound for a little bit. You sit there while they fix technical difficulties. Oh yeah, my favorite. Woo! Ah yes, my favorite sound. Oh, I know why this happens. It happens every time Thon is host and has to pause, because the control scheme to pause the hotkeys and involves him charging, so we get the brilliant sound here. I'm gonna check in with them real quick. Scott, I hate you. No, but when he inputs the pause, you have to do the charge, and I just hear the charge sound.
I know, same.
Alright,
Okay, where there's no cards.
back to panic room. Okay, so we back over here. They're just waiting on Humanoid to get back. A little socializing going on. Yep, so we're just gonna be waiting. I'm actually gonna swap scenes. I'll swap to the be right back. I will. Actually, no, because then we'll miss the unpause. We just get this glorious sound for a little bit. So I'm gonna take my headset off. I'm sorry for any of you who have to suffer through this pause, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm back. Oh wow, we got some more people. Hamel, the caster, is back. The caster is the one who shoutcasts. So you're gonna hear me in my monotone voice today because I don't feel like casting. I want to be playing, but you know, that didn't happen. So we shoutcasting. Just because I like making fun of Hamel. And we continue to sit for the pause. Oh, Spider said something. Oh, hey, Spider's back. Hello?
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's break down some of this gameplay so far. AK, I didn't actually see the first half of this game. I don't think you did either. But Danny pulled up the map. Oh, there we go. We're back, so I don't have to actually go over something I didn't actually know about. Alright, here we go. Here's some gameplay for all y'all who wanted the gameplay. We got Thon lining up, trying to do something as he fails to charge. We're gonna swap off him to save him some embarrassment. And we're gonna swap off Sandwich, who just got pinned, to save him some embarrassment. But on the bright side, Sandwich will be able to pull out the Reinhardt. Holy, I'm tight. But unfortunately for AMDG Esports, red is all you're gonna see on the kill feed. It's 3 drop. There's a 4th. There's a 5th. Rez coming out from Mercy, and Danny on the May will drop, and that's just an easy capture. That's the end of your gameplay. So that's, I think, the end of the series. Loss 0-3. Now this, if it's what I think it was nasty. Shuts down the Mercy, shuts down the McCree, shuts down the Genji. That was quality gameplay here. Now let's see if we can pull someone over for an interview. Yo, Scott. I pulled you over because I wanted to go over an interview with you. I just want some of your thoughts on this matchup, because it is over, I think. Or is it? Okay. Is it? Oh, okay. Never mind, I'll throw you back. I guess it's not over yet, apparently. Apparently
It is over. They already won.
They won, but I think we're done.
I think we're just gonna play one more game for the humor of it.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we might get subbed in so I can flex my May skills. Let's pop over to the actual chat real quick. I'll drag you. Wait, so would we play a 4th?
Yep.
Does it matter?
Yeah, no,
It matters because if it's 3-1 and then if another another team has the same score as us and they get 4-0'd, we would go into playoffs or something like that.
or rather, if Laguetts just stomps on us again, a 4-0 looks better than a 3-1. Hey, so are we running the same comp, different people, subbing out, trying stuff? Oh, or we're checking rules, so stream, my many viewers. Oh hey, I have more viewers than I thought I did.
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them.
I have 2.
Good up, you. Good up, let him be happy.
The game just got unpaused on your stream. I can't wait to see how this ends.
Yeah, Scott is doing fire strike now in an ad. I'm not able to see the end of the game.
I knew Phil about Genji after we lost.
After you guys.
Oh, I'd also like to point out, Scott, after the pause, I'm like, here's some real gameplay you want, and then you proceed to charge into a wall.
I know, I wasn't gonna charge him for Ryan. He was doing his entire team.
Yes?
Yeah, Nick, the person who said in chat, this is BS, I came for quality gameplay, was me.
Yes, I can read the usernames. I just pulled up chat recently. There was also Guy Numbers, who's Hamwell, but he stopped watching.
Rightfully so.
Well, I mean, he popped on right as I popped off, cause like at the start of the point, I decided I needed a break from casting the game and got a dream. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna see who is.
Fortnite. That's what we're gonna do.
Wait, before we do anything, I have an important thing for stream, and then I'm gonna end it. So Lunaris, you're coming with me.
Danny, wanna play some duo queue?
Yo, Lunaris. This is an interview because you were basically the star player from my point of view.
Hell yeah.
You had some really clutch high noons. Just overall, your McCree was pretty good. But just as a team, the team kind of faltered in a few places in a few games. I feel like team comp would definitely, like with the swaps and stuff, they just weren't really made. And also, like I feel like some people weren't exactly prepared to play specific types of maps. Just based on rotation. Well, I mean, I don't know. But I just kind of wanted your thoughts, like, do you think there's a specific spot you guys have to improve on, or do you think this was, like, a good starting point?
We definitely need specific strategies for each map. We kind of go in and just analyze for every map, so that's definitely something we can work on.
Alright, so a lot of preparation is necessary. Now, I was talking to Thon earlier, and, I think we decided on a goal, but I want your input to see if you think it's realistic. We just need to beat Shanghai's record. I think that's the plan for Open Division here on AMDG Esports. We need to beat Shanghai Dragons. We need to get at least one win. You think it's doable?
Easy.
And before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to say to the many fans watching?